Zip, zip, zip. Jib, jib, jib. Bup. How are you over there? Let's try that mic and those headphones out.
I hear noises.
Yeah?
Very loud.
You're squeaking?
Very loud.
You got the knob in front of you.
Where's that?
Right under the lip of the table.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
The volume. The volume.
Much better. I won't go deaf. At least not now.
All right. Here. Give me a check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2.
Wow. Big booming radio voice.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
I got some static in my left ear, though.
Uh-oh. Try wiggling the wire.
There it goes.
Yeah.
That's gone.
The boxes aren't they're not the high end.
That's all right. They work. They get the job done.
So, all right, that's that. And okay, that's working, and here we go. Okay, bitches.
This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Welcome to Dead Radio.
We're not doing that.
How did she come to have sex with a dead man?
Don't call me Radio Unit 91.
You're a dead man. You're a dead man!
He's God here in this radio station.
Place where the dead speak.
Rebel Radio!
I'm a fake? Yes. How'd you like to be dead?
You ever think about doing radio?
My team is dead!
But you're not crazy. You're me. And this is just radio.
By the powers vested in me by the Federal Communications Commission, I command you to get on the microphone in a serious manner and continue this broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
Very exciting.
That's raw power.
Yeah. Did you have the volume up too high?
No.
No.
I'm just commenting on how awesome the intro that I made is.
Oh, it's very good.
Still gets me pumped up, even after 198 episodes.
Yeah.
199.
What was that? That was
I
my
don't know.
computer.
You?
You're almost at 200 now. That's good.
Let's
Almost.
do it again.
Do it.
Do it now.
Can I tell you something? This is real. Well, all right. Let's start off.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 199, Dead Radio
It's
Podcast.
190. Is it 199?
This is 199.
I thought it was 198.
Next week is Tanner. And Tanner and Christian. They were on. They were on our 100th episode, which kind of is like our pivot point that we consider that our pivot point for the show, where we started really enjoying it and getting local crafters and producers on the show, and that's why Aaron's back.
That's it.
From Cousins Aleworks.
Rockin' solo.
Yeah,
right?
man. You were supposed to have. Well, I guess I did it. I did it on last week's episode, but I guess we'll do it again. From the Corrections Omissions Department. From the Corrections and Omissions Department. Notes from the Corrections and Omissions Department.
Corrections and omissions?
Yeah. See, I did it if anybody listened to the last episode, if downloaded the last episode of the show, they would have got corrections and omissions in the beginning, where I normally would do the plugs because we forgot to do plugs again.
Mm-hmm.
But
even though I wrote it down.
Yeah, even though we have had it written down for a while, but they were those guys were rushing out of here to make the brisket. But I kept saying Sweet Cakes Bakery instead of Sweetbakes Cafe.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
A little different.
So so the reason why Aaron's
Sweetbakes is like one word on Facebook.
Yeah, Sweetbakes. It's on Facebook it's at Jenny Sweetbakes on Facebook, at Sweetbakes Cafe on Instagram. Sweetbakes.com is the actual. It's in Wappingers, 2689 West Main Street, Wappingers Falls. And the reason why we're talking about them is that Cousins Aleworks did a collaboration with them. So you mixed beer and baked goods.
Yes.
Which is kudos.
It was fun. It was interesting.
Smashing down walls.
It was 17 plus hours of a brew day, so it was. It was fun. I'll leave it.
So
at
it
that.
was Bobby that was supposed to be on the show.
Yes.
One of the owner, and Jenny
was supposed to bring you gluten-free treats.
He was supposed to bring you some. Yes.
So Bobby and it's his wife Jenny.
Yes.
Is the baker.
Yeah, she's the baker. She does the cakes and the pastries and the cookies and all that good stuff. And then in the cafe, Bobby handles a lot of the waffle side of things, where they do a lot of waffle meals.
Yeah.
So you can get chicken and waffles, pulled pork, eggs on, fried eggs on waffle, and just regular breakfast.
They probably have gluten-free waffles for you.
Oh, they do.
I believe so. I know they have a gluten-free menu, so I don't know.
Yeah, why the hell wouldn't they have gluten-free waffles?
It's a pain in the ass, man. I mean, you got to get a recipe that you like, and then you got to have a separate.
I could be wrong.
Griddle and all that nonsense. If they do, that'd be great.
He might text me. You know what?
Yeah,
I'll
Bob?
text him as
Hey,
we're talking.
Bobby, are you listening?
He's home with the kids, so
Yeah. So so Sweet Bakes will never be on the show because they're blacklisted for canceling. So
gone down that road a few too many times. You know who you are.
No, that's not true. I really want them on, especially if they're offering gluten-free desserts or treats.
Yeah.
That's a big deal for me.
Absolutely.
I was looking on their Instagram and I saw a breakfast waffle that I'll use the term breakfast very loosely. It was like a chocolate. It was a Nutella waffle with like bananas and whipped cream and fucking sprinkles and shit all over it. It looked amazing.
I just went Sunday. I went Sunday and had my waffle. I like to mix it up, but they had a peach, some nuts, some peaches, whipped cream, and then some sort of glaze over the top of it. The one thing I don't put on them is syrup, because at that point it's just too much. I just keep it with what they put on there.
I eat that type of breakfast maybe once a year.
Yeah.
And it's only if I get homemade maple syrup or something like that.
Yeah.
We went to a place in Paris that did waffles, and it was like you had your pick of savory waffles and sweet waffles, and they came on a stick, so you could it was like I think Brooke got like fennel and something or other, and then for dessert got like a caramel dulce de leche one, and I got like it was like lox. Yeah. It's all stuff that sounds terrible to you, but they had other stuff. They had like roast.
I mean, I like fennel in sausage.
Yeah.
I don't know about on a waffle.
Yeah, I don't really want it in my waffle.
Well, if it's a savory waffle, that's one of Brooke's favorite breakfast treats.
Okay.
And breakfast, they're
Well, they do one hell of a job over there with the waffles. They really do. So.
And that's what brought you together is your love of waffles.
Well,
you gotta take me to the very fucking beginning of this, because for those who don't know, explain what the brew is first.
Well, it's kind of a culmination of an imperial stout brewed with a lot of waffles and actual waffles. It wasn't just like powder or cocoa powder or extracts or anything like that. It was 8 hours worth of him making waffles that went into this.
Yeah,
brew.
I saw the picture, and you can see it on their Instagram. It's your @Cousins Aleworks.
Yes. Yep.
And I was just like, what? Really? And then I was like, well, that's all fermentable.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
fermentable. It's flour and sugar.
Yep.
So
The only thing I added that is not, I put lactose into it towards the end.
Yeah, boy, get it.
Beef
Get
it
that
up a little bit.
mouthfeel.
That's it. Going for the mouthfeel on that one.
Yeah.
Oh
But,
man, it makes me really sad that I can't like you put extra gluten into it.
Yes. Yes. So gotta make sure we'll put a little disclaimer at the bottom of it when people order.
Some of the equipment that's for me is like a strip club. I can look, but I can't touch.
Well,
that's
I can't
a
wait.
shame.
Can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
So you have a general idea of release, but it's obviously it's
we were
fermenting.
shooting.
It's,
We wanted to do it for March 2nd, which is the St. Patrick's Day parade in the Village of Wappingers. That's what we were shooting for. We're going to have a little release party at his cafe.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And a release party later at the brewery.
Those fucking mix in the guy.
Problem is, these damn beers, they take
some Irish
forever.
pride in Wappingers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Irish pride. But they just take forever.
Yeah, you just sometimes you just don't know.
And it's just, I figured, maybe a couple weeks until it starts to slow down, and it's still rocking. So it's just, the numbers are still dropping down, my gravity readings. So until they level out, I can't do anything about it. I got to let it do its own thing.
How long has it been? How long has it been fermenting?
We did it on the 14th, so it's been since the 14th.
What's today's date? So about 2 weeks.
Yeah, 1 day over 2 weeks. Yeah. So.
All right, cool. Is that what's normal time?
For
I don't really know.
a normal ale that's not.
I'm sure I asked you before or one of the other breweries that we've had on, but I don't fucking
usually
remember.
2 weeks. You're looking at like from brew to drink for a normal alcohol ale about 2 weeks.
All right.
Roughly.
But that can vary widely depending on.
Yeah.
I mean,
style
you up the ABV, you can double it. It depends on the ingredients and
anything
what
special.
you're doing.
Anything special in the waffles? Like, they're just
No, they're
the
just,
house recipe.
They're
waffles?
house recipe batter with cocoa powder added.
Oh fuck.
So it was. We started off. You said you wanted to know from the very beginning. I don't know if you still want to know that because there is another coffee shop's name in this, but
it's fine.
I was at the Ugly Mug.
Okay.
Doing research for
First
that
of all, how
collaboration.
dare you?
See,
But anyway,
I warned you. No,
it's fine.
That is a fantastic beer. The last one that you did.
The Ugly Mug.
So,
that one's actually hitting shelves now. It's been canned. Yeah. It's been released.
What was the name of that one?
The Ugly Mug Coffee Shop. Coffee Stout.
Oh, okay.
Coffee shop. But it's got the owner's face on the can. So
yeah,
it's
definitely need to buy one and bring it to
he's
like
the face of the business. So,
somebody needs to buy one and bring it to like open mic. Oh, you can't.
No,
Can't bring an outside?
well, no, you can as long as it's not illegal to.
Yeah.
What if you bring an empty can?
Well,
yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, I think it would be funny if he just started selling it.
Oh, it would be.
Yeah. Why the hell not? We have We have a guest roaster. The hell's the difference?
There really isn't.
There just
Not that
isn't.
I can think of.
We don't make beer.
Well,
we don't make the coffee ourselves.
We're talking about the
still waiting for
crafted
the
cup
nod.
at 44 Raymond
Yes.
Avenue in Poughkeepsie, New York. But
Still
anyway, you're
waiting
at the
for it.
Ugly
You guys
Mug.
want to come in and brew a beer? We'll do
Yeah,
something with
let's
the
do it.
crafted cup.
Yes, I want to do that.
I would
But,
like to do something.
We'll get you a
I would-
hazmat suit
yeah,
so you don't
I
get
would
the
like to do
gluten on you.
something
Yeah,
where
that'd be great.
you-
If I could be in a full fucking hazmat suit while you guys are making
everybody
beer.
else is just wearing cargo shorts.
Yeah, I want to be like a beekeeper.
You're like, let's cook.
like Doc Brown.
Well, yeah, just say you're really worried about the gluten. I would love to do
Just
something
talking
where
like
we
Bane
have
the entire time.
Yeah, if we do a video of you and Tanner making some sort of a coffee stout.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Have a lot of fun.
I'd be down to do that. Do like a
Get
cold brew
all-
style coffee stout.
Get all oiled up.
Oiled up. Wow.
Yeah.
You guys don't oil up
It's-
before you make beer?
No.
Ah.
No.
Sorry.
Gets sweaty, but
That's what I'm talking about.
Depends.
So
But it started off there. That's where the idea, because I was there doing research to do the Ugly Mug Coffee Stout. And by research, I just mean drinking coffee. That was the extremes of that. But Jenny was there talking with him about bringing her baked goods there. And this is going back probably 2017, 18, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
I met her there. She said she was opening up a shop in the village. We were opening the brewery at the time in the village, so it was just kind of funny. Started talking to her. She wanted to do a cake beer. Over the next year or so, we just stayed
I love
friends.
the image of somebody just throwing a whole cake, like a whole frosted. Everything, just throwing it
Happy
in.
birthday, Kevin.
Just throw it right in. But But yeah, that's
You were all zooted up on fucking coffee. You're like, yeah, cake beer. Fuck yeah.
it. That's where it came from. It just started rolling from doing a cake. Then I know some other breweries in the area that did a cake beer, so I said I don't want to do a cake beer anymore.
Who are they? Want their names?
Well, it's Keegan Ales. They did a cake beer.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, how about that?
But
Well, they refused to come on the show. So.
Oh, did they?
They didn't refuse. They said they would do it if we'd go to them. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Too much work.
It's too far.
We're professionals. You come to us.
But that's why I didn't want to do a cake beer. Nothing against them. I just figured they had already done that.
Yeah. Why?
Different.
Yeah. Why bother?
So we went the route of. We looked up some ideas of doing donuts. But I got a friend in South Carolina who did that with his brewery.
Yeah, Rogue did something like that too.
Yeah,
right?
they have
and
a
it was
donut
gross as hell, right?
So we.
Which one?
The
donut. Ugh.
Yeah.
It was Voodoo Donut.
Yes,
It was
yeah.
a fucking smoked bacon beer.
Donuts?
With donut. It was disgusting. Tastes like a charcoal briquette covered in sugar.
So that's how we ended up with waffles. Jenny threw out the idea of doing a waffle, and I said, let's look into this.
That's so cool. And yeah, and so you haven't even tasted it yet, or have you tasted?
I pulled little samples out of the fermenter, but right now it's just so thick with just all the trub and the garbage at the bottom that where my taster valve is, it's sitting below right now because it's just so much.
So it's just sludge down there.
It's all sludge right now. So I'm going to let it rock out for another week, see what it does, and pull some samples.
And then we'll
at that point
see what fucking happens, right?
I am going to, once we do get the beer and cold crash it and get it clear, drop it into the bright tank. Before I do that, I'm putting 53 gallons into a Hill Rock barrel from a bourbon barrel.
Sweet.
So that's going to be done. So it's going to be about a 9% beer prior to the barrel. Mm-hmm. After the barrel, I'm hoping for between 11 and 12%.
Somewhere. You get an extra couple percent just by throwing in the barrel?
Yeah, it pulls bourbon out. It pulls
just
alcohol
sucks it right
out
out
of the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it pulls all the flavor and all the...
Oh, that's so fucking
cool.
The
fucking devil's cut comes out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. I'll let that go for 6 months to a year, and then crack it open.
The actual devil's cut. You're saying.
Well, part of it when you're doing
we had a segment on the show where
talking
we pulled
shit
that
about
apart.
The devil's cut, Jim Beam. It's complete bullshit.
Really?
Yeah. They say they extract it. You want to know what they do? They grind up the barrel and then filter the beer through that. So you're or filter the alcohol through that. So you want to know what you're doing? You're just charcoal filtering other alcohol.
Yeah. You're not
and
really,
a little bit is coming out of it. It's the dumbest fucking thing.
I never even tried.
But yeah, the devil's cut is what soaks into the wood. The angel's cut is what evaporates out. So part of the reason your ABV is going up, I'm not a scientist, but I have a microphone, is because some of that residual alcohol is coming out of the wood into the beer, and some of the beer is evaporating.
Yes.
But the alcohol's not.
Correct.
If I were to guess.
Yeah, so it's...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping it's a hell of a beer. That's all I can say. I mean, it's...
Well, it's a good amount of guesswork, right?
It's a lot of guesswork because we didn't know how much waffle to put into it. So when we started looking into it, I got some tips here and there from other breweries, and the biggest thing was they said get more waffles than you think you need. So he made up a little over 200 6-inch waffles. And
how many waffles did you guys eat that day?
I actually only ate half of one.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the rest went in.
All right.
He didn't eat any of them because he makes them every day. So
I would have taken a bite out of each waffle before it went in.
They were tasty. They were very tasty.
That would have been fine. It's going into the boil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got boiled off anyway. So, yeah.
So who wouldn't want a beer with Bosch spit in it?
So you just had to do just a rough calculation of what your potential was going to be, and then just kind of check it.
Pretty much. Yeah. I went a little over what I think. I wanted originally like 75 pounds. We went with 105 pounds, somewhere around there. So it's a lot of
100
waffles.
pounds of waffles. Just picture that.
Oh, you saw the one picture. It's a whole table full of waffles.
I'm picturing them stacked like into a human form.
Yeah.
Yeah. With like waffle face and everything.
It was an interesting day. I mean, it started for Bobby at 7 in the morning, getting the waffles going. I got to the brewery around 8:30. We didn't leave until about almost 2 in the morning.
Holy shit!
The next day.
So what? He was just making waffles in your place or his place?
He made
right?
them at his place, and then he transported them over. But by the way I did this beer was a little bit different because you've seen my system. It's not designed to really do big imperial beers. It's designed to make easy drinking beer. So to trick my system, I had to do what's called a reiterated mash. So I had to take the mash, all my base grains. So I did all the 2-row and all my oats. I mashed into one wort, made one batch of wort there, pulled the grain out, emptied it, put the basket back into the wort, got it back up to strike temperature, put my next batch of mash in, all the grains back into it. So now my dark grains went in, all my roasted barley, my chocolate malt, a little more of the oats and a little more base malt, and then the waffles. So a normal mash period could take anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. This mash period took us about 4.5 hours.
Holy shit.
Just to do that. And then it was a 3-hour sparge because so much of that batter was down at the bottom of the basket, it just blocked off everything.
What the fuck's a sparge?
Sparge is sprinkling hot water over top of the grain bed to release all the sugars.
Yeah, so you let all the water out, but there's still all kinds of sugar in all of that, and it acts like a filter, and just pour the hot water on top of it to try and get out all the sugar.
You're just rinsing it to get all the leftover sugars off, and then once that was finally done, we emptied that basket. Now we had like 8 bins full of brewer's grain that the farmer came and picked up, and then to get into boil, it took about an hour to get up to boil temps, and then by the time we got up to boil temps, it was about 10:30. 11 o'clock at night, and we had to do a 3.5-hour boil. So we boiled it for 3.5 hours. And
That's a long goddamn day.
Yeah, and then it took about an hour to transfer it to the fermenters too. So it was fun. I'll do it again, but not for a while. It's a once in a while thing.
So how many gallons are we gonna end up with?
I put 155 into my fermenter. I'll probably end up with maybe 125.
Okay.
When all said and done. I'm hoping.
Limited release, huh?
Yes, yeah. This is gonna be a one-off thing, and then back to the normal grind.
You kind of got to get 2. One to have now and one to age.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm gonna age some.
So you want to play that? I can play it.
Oh yeah, go ahead. It's What Are You Drinking?
I already hit it.
Okay.
I lengthened the fade out for you.
All right.
Nice.
Love it. Love it. So we are not. The royal we are not drinking. What are we calling it? The Imperial Chocolate Waffle Stout.
So far, the most original name we've come up with is Cocoa Waffle Stout.
Okay.
I want a better name. We've been asking people to throw names at us.
Sure.
And we've gotten one, and it was Waffle.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
So that one was up there, and then Cocoa Waffle Stout were the two. That's only 2 we've gotten so far.
Waffle is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like Waffle Imperial Stout.
Is it Imperial though? What's the
Imperial is usually anything over that 8.5% mark. So we're in the 9% mark. So we're
okay.
I do like Waffle.
What about just Imperial Waffle?
Could do that. Yeah.
You don't really want an answer from me because I like really long, ridiculous titles.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've had some really long beer names that just
the super amazing waffle experiment.
Yeah.
All right, so we won't do that. We'll just we'll Waffle. There it is.
But we're not drinking that.
No.
What is?
I don't know what we're drinking. I don't remember. Did you title it yet?
What do we?
Yes, yeah. This is actually my brother Ryan did the artwork for this one. It's called the Zombie Punch IPA.
Nice.
So it's basically just an overloaded, real low grain bill of an IPA overloaded with Columbus and Centennial hops. It's about 22 pounds in the whirlpool, and then about another 15 pounds dry hopped for 2 days.
What's like a typical IPA? How many pounds?
It depends on the hop.
Yeah.
It really it depends on that, but I mean for the most part, I'm looking at maybe 5 pounds for just a real easy drinking IPA.
Holy shit! Okay.
5 to 10 pounds, and then dry hopping is a little bit different. But this one, I wanted to get a big, almost clear beer. I didn't want to go with the New England style, which is super cloudy. This is pretty clear. I wanted a nice clear, little bit bitter, sweet, with a nice malty backbone, but then have that hop presence.
It reminds me of.
God, that smells so good.
It reminds me of Rogue Dead Guy, but not as imperial over the top.
Yeah, this is only 6%.
It's got those. It's got those same malty forward flavors.
I was gonna say
It's all the back of my tongue is where I'm getting it.
smells like 60 Minute to me a little bit. Not to I'm not trying to compare. It's just like that took me back to like
so
a
people
malty
people
IPA.
listening
I'm like,
kind of know what we're talking about.
Because that's where I first got into IPAs. Was Dogfish had
Dogfish,
60
yeah.
Minute. That I was like, what's this kind of IPA? Because I like this because of the heavy malt.
Yeah.
It's hoppier than Dogfish 60 Minute.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
like maybe
the
not
balance
hoppier.
of-
It's a little bit more bitter.
Okay.
Yeah. I put about 3 pounds right in the beginning of the boil. And then there's nothing else until the Whirlpool. It was just all Whirlpool hops from that point on. But I just wanted something to balance it out. I don't like I like those big juicy style beers, but I don't like mine to be that way. I like mine to be well balanced with a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of sweetness, and then a nice malt backbone.
Yeah.
And hop presence throughout.
Do you ever have the Hop Stupid from Lagunitas?
That's a
No.
It's as bitter as that.
Okay.
So it doesn't help you at all.
Not at all.
People
no.
at home.
People at home can tell.
When I heard the waffle stout thing, I was just like good. That's the kind the kind of beer I like seeing from you guys.
That's
a little off kilter, but heavy and big and bold.
That's what we do.
It seems like we have a good range of breweries around here, and it's good that you're carrying that heavy stout.
It's
heavy
good.
ale
We
flag,
paddle up a different stream.
Yeah.
There's so many people that like you said, there's a lot of breweries here doing a lot of killer IPAs.
Yeah.
So it's tough to niche your own path.
Well, we spoke about it last time you were on. It's just now it seems to me like it's a sense of pride. Now, brewers in the Northeast have something that we can kind of call our own. So it's just like, yes, I want to do that with pride and make the best one I can come up with. But I'm one of those people don't be beholden to anything that pigeonholes you. So
we like to do stouts and darker beers, but we can do IPAs.
Yeah.
But I like to do more of a traditional style IPA. That's just what I like.
Yeah, I'm not big on the hazy Northeast style. I'm a California IPA guy.
Yeah, it's funny.
Always have been.
Yeah.
To be honest, the cloudier Northeast IPAs, they bother my stomach. They just don't agree with me, and it's just whatever probiotic is still in there, making it all cloudy, just bugs my stomach.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I just powered through, I'd get used to it, but it's terrible.
I heard from not to I almost hate talking about other breweries in the area when one brewery's on, but it's just like it's hard to.
Well, I don't mind.
I know
I'll
you
talk
don't
any
mind,
brewery, I
but
don't care.
still, like it might catch listeners off guard because
It's
I'm
like
talking about
when comedians are like, who's a really good comedian?
Yeah.
You know who's really
we
funny?
have a comedy show coming up at the brewery.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's another thing. You guys always have fucking events going on over there.
See,
it's
that's
ridiculous.
how I get you off these breweries. I just throw something else.
Yeah.
out
Just distract me with the look at the shine. Look at the keys.
We've slowed down on the events. We learned very fast that certain people promise things that don't follow through.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we learned that. We learned that lesson hard because we paid a lot of money to bands to come in. And it would just be me, Chris, and like maybe 5 people.
Yeah.
And it was a hard lesson to learn, but we did.
It's kind of like the Crafted Cup. We were trying the Friday night music kind of music thing and this and that, and it worked out kind of, but the last couple weren't that great. So it was just like, you know what? Let's just focus our attention on open mic night.
Yeah.
And then we can bring breweries in and do tastings during open mic night. No one gives a shit. It's the same friggin' thing, except this time it's just multiple performers.
Yeah.
And lately, we've been having 12, 13, 16 signups this past Thursday. So
it's good.
Yeah, you
got to
building
the
turn
momentum
it into
of like something, just so that everybody knows that there's things
that's
going on.
That's the place
there.
to go to for music,
right?
Yep.
And that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
So
that's the things that have really worked for us are the comedy shows. They always sell out. We've done a couple of them. We did.
Comedy's big around here. Laugh It Up too. Laugh It Up's always posting shit about sold out shows and everything like that. I'm surprised.
People like to come out and laugh.
Yeah.
So, and that's all we hope for. The guy that produces the shows for us, Gene Triflo. He's a local guy.
I know his name.
Let's
I've heard his name.
get him our info.
Yeah.
I'd like to interview him.
Send him our way.
One hell of an interview.
Yeah. Is he an interesting guy?
Oh, he's a very interesting guy. He wished me a Merry Christmas, and or no, I'm sorry, it was a New Year's, and he posted something. I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he posted something that he was lonely. So I said, "Hey, come on over. We're out having some drinks." And he's like, "Oh no, you don't want me coming over." And he's a big guy, and he sent me a picture. And whether or not it was him, I don't know, but it definitely turned me to be like, "Nope, stay the hell home." It was a big fat guy laying on the couch, butt ass naked, and I'm like, it just looked too real to not be him.
And now we need to know if we ever have him on the show. Now we need to know. Was that you?
I'll get him on the show.
That'd be great.
Bobby just texted me about the gluten-free.
Oh yeah, Bobby.
Yes, they have started doing gluten-free waffles. From
Oh
now, so.
Man, good news.
Yes.
I'm gonna stop by for breakfast
There
one day, maybe Sunday morning.
Yeah, cake for breakfast.
It's a great idea.
Fried cake. And fried cake for breakfast.
Great idea.
What the fuck was I saying? The comedy.
Good comedy. You were talking breweries, but yeah, February 9th we have a nice big comedy show coming up. 3 different comedians. Gene will be there, doing 20 minutes.
Okay. When's that start?
You can come to the Dark Side Bazaar.
Yeah,
and
so I was
see
just
us
about
on
to
February
say.
9th, and then head right to Cousins Aleworks.
There you go.
You come. Yeah. What time is the bazaar again?
12 to something.
12.
12
All
to
right,
6,
Come
I
by
think.
12 o'clock. Come to Dark Side. Say hi to us.
Yeah.
Then walk over to JB and tell him how bad his podcasts are,
Mhm.
and then you leave and you go to Cousins and you watch comedy. It's great.
Yeah.
That's a big day.
It's a nice day.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of accomplishments.
It's a
in
nice
that
little
day.
Saturday.
Buy some
Yeah.
records and stuff while you're there.
Yeah.
And then
Come by, see us, get a free sticker.
Yep.
$5 T-shirts.
And then go Cousin Aleworks and watch
That's it.
big fat guy.
We
do
should
comedy.
have we should have some seats available. Last time we sold out, but there was like 5 extra seats. But yeah, we have 3 comedians, $15 tickets. It's not a lot.
It's good. It's good though because
know
from what couple of the comedians that have popped into the open mic, there's not a lot of places around that are decent venues for that. And I think
I'm trying to find their names. I'm listening. I'm just
no, it's fine. There's open mics, of course, but open mics are tricky with comedy because you get like these acoustic, singer-songwriters.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Ruby comes to mind. He's got his long hair and he's fucking crooning all the, college girls in the front row, But and then all of a sudden, guy gets on stage and he's like, "Listen, I masturbate a lot." So and it's just like, wow. I mean, it's hilarious for me, but some people it just catches them off guard. But if they know it's like comedy night, actually, that might be kind of cool to do.
What?
Comedy night.
do a stand-up.
Yeah,
open
we
mic
talked. We've talked about doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a great thing to do. I mean, there's a club on campus. It's just Vassar. It sometimes feels like they've got armed guards that don't allow you to talk to any of their clubs.
They
Really?
treat
They're like, yeah, we have a comedy club, but we don't have any social media presence or a website or any ability to contact anyone who's managing
the
it.
students also treat it like they treat the campus as like a resort in like Jamaica. That if you leave the resort,
No, it's like I akin it more to Israel.
They can't.
Yeah. It's like, don't
They can't be
go
held
out
accountable.
there. Do not go out there. Everyone out there is bad.
Really? I thought.
and meanwhile,
walked
it's
all
just and meanwhile, all it is Brenda at Twisted Soul going, "Hi, how's it going?
Yeah.
What would you like to eat?"
They think of themselves as a shining beacon of democracy in the Middle East.
They don't leave campus. That's what we're
Really?
getting
Yeah, I
at.
thought they went all over
So
the place.
They
No.
come to the Crafted Cup to suck up all our Wi-Fi, and they go the fuck home.
But
That's
even
what they
then,
do,
think about that statement. There's over, it's almost 3,000 students, I think.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
well over 2,000 students. What percentage of those do you think even go to Crafted Cup?
5 maybe.
Maybe 500.
I was saying 5%, but
Oh, you're saying 5%, so
actually
even
that's a
less.
little less. Yeah,
I would say 500 of them.
yeah, come in and out.
Yeah.
So,
So that's less than 25% of the population even go that far.
Yeah.
When probably 80% of the population drinks coffee, that's a little weird.
the rest of them are reconstituting beef jerky on a hot plate.
No, they're going to they're spending their fucking $5,000 that they're forced to buy for the meal plan.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
I forget that.
Yeah, whether
That's
you
for
have
politics, people.
You have to it might not be $5,000. I don't know what it is, but you're required to purchase the meal plan. So, why would you ever leave campus?
Yeah, if you got
if you're required to buy it.
Because they don't want you to leave campus. That's what it is.
Exactly.
I'll tell you why you don't leave campus. Quidditch. Here, check this
Yeah.
shit out right here.
Hold on, I got
They've even got somebody fucking calling it.
Yeah, you hear me?
Somebody's got a fucking PA and they're calling it.
And they're running with. Ooh, that guy took a hard
that was a
spill.
really hard hit for a Vassar student.
I'm just blown away that they're running around with brooms.
Yeah, well, you have to. It's Quidditch.
I know it's
dummy.
Quidditch, but like, come on. They're really serious about this.
Hey, there's my car. Look.
Is that your car?
Yeah, that's me. It's me in the.
How do you know it's definitely you?
It's me with the sunglasses and the trench coat. That was me.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Just weirdly on a college campus.
Why wouldn't you leave when you have you have Quidditch being played?
Yeah.
I like very randomly found that on YouTube today. I was trying to find like some Hudson Valley. I'm calling it Hudson Valley icons, I think, because Heroes is like, the reason why they.
But it has so much more of a ring to it.
Hudson Valley Heroes.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I don't
It
know.
does sound a little better.
Well, I'm trying to see what I can do about finding videos of like ridiculous shit.
Play him
that
some
happens
Hudson
in-
Valley Hank.
Oh yeah, I can
Yeah.
I can find Hudson
This would
Valley
be a
Hank
good
for you.
example.
Like, yeah,
He's changed his format a little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah.
He's going on location. Same same strange sunglasses, staying
Yeah.
completely still in one place, but in different locations. So,
But he's branching out. He's trying to do some different topics.
Yeah.
Like talking about diners.
yeah, Hudson Valley Hank's
He's coming on the show.
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
coming on the show. Why I'm not subscribed is beyond me, but there we go. Yeah, here we go.
Howdy, this is Hudson Valley Hank coming to you lightly buttered and gravy smothered.
Yeah, we got to
Here
really
today
talk about
the
this,
lifeblood
otherwise
of
we're
the
gonna get
second greatest
flagged.
valley
I don't know
on
what
earth.
his.
I'm of course talking about diners. Diners first popped up in the late 1800s.
So just to
when a
give
scrappy
everyone
little
a little picture of this.
Yeah.
He's under
sitting. He's sitting in his basement under a set of stairs.
Speaking of Harry Potter,
Yeah, just under a set of stairs. He's got a
tub of lard.
bucket of lard in front of him,
and it says
and a half full bottle of Old Granddad.
Hank's who?
Hank's Holiday Lard.
Wow. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Hudson Valley Hank.
So it's a great channel. So you should subscribe.
I'm
You
gonna
can
have to.
like
I'm
and
gonna
follow him on Facebook.
search
Follow
that
him
one
on
out.
YouTube.
Like, listen, the quality's not the best. I'm pretty sure,
but it's not supposed to be.
It's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
And he's probably not holding a microphone. That's probably just a comb or something.
No, it is a microphone, but I don't think
It's
the
probably-
cord is attached to anything.
I don't know, but he puts together a really funny stream of thought.
It's like a
kind of fucking-
monologue.
Yeah.
Oh.
Listen.
Yeah, you can play a little bit more.
gal named Walter Scott opened a nighttime lunch wagon in Providence, Rhode Island. Walter's wagon served up grub to hungry professionals after the drab daytime restaurants had shut down. This wagon window concept evolved greatly.
He's talking about
He's talking about
diners.
the history
it's all
of
diners.
diners.
Yeah.
Like he gives you information on why they're called diners,
All right.
where that came from, and then he starts talking about like the diners that have closed in the area. It's a great video.
Yeah.
The
did
next
his
one that he
research.
did is he's talking. He starts off that he's talking shit about Jeep people,
Okay.
like Jeep guys, like Adam, UPS Adam, and then at the end, at the end it kind of comes around. It's really funny. And then there's one where he's bitching that there's no snow. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Here's the big one here that we have to.
Howdy, this is Hudson Valley Hank, coming to you full of rye and about to cry. I'm here today to talk about a personal matter that could uproot the sugar maple that is old Hank from the sinful soil he has been swelling in since 1993. It has recently been brought to my attention by my primary care physician
How
that
come
I
I've
may have
never
been
heard
gored
of
by a
this guy?
gluten sensitivity.
May
After
have been
pondering
gored
this
by a
bit
gluten
and pounding a few
sensitivity.
granddads, I've realized that life will go on, even if I don't want it to at the moment. Old Hank used to be the first to crack jokes about the cranky crackers that were allergic to themselves, and now I'm one of those self-fearing saltines. I believe this is what the Shinnecock Indian tribe called irony.
See, it's just like it's so fucking
God.
strange. Like he comes up with these weird ways of explaining this shit.
I
but
don't
like,
know why I've never found that.
but we were trying to work.
It's pretty new.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So
He's,
it's new.
I mean,
Okay.
he's only got like 50 subscribers so far, but we're gonna change that.
But yeah, back.
I'm gonna
he's
look
gonna
him
have
up right now.
58.
He's gonna have 297 because that's where we're at.
We to back up. So I was looking for Hudson Valley heroes.
Yeah.
I've been or icons or heroes. I guess we're gonna stick with. But
Until we come up with something better.
he was one of the first ones that I came up with. Him and the Hudson Valley Pizza King. Also, definitely check him out.
I just subscribed, so I'm on.
All right, Hudson Valley Hank, good. So so I was trying to look for that. That's why I found the Quidditch thing. So, and while Adam's pouring that, I'll talk about what I'm drinking because we're still
I'm gonna see
like
what
technically in that. Did I do this on the show?
No.
What's in that seltzer bottle?
So, yeah, he put it down on the table. I'm like, Schweppes made a black cherry soda. So my mommy went to Texas recently, and
smells good.
she brought me back local goat distillery Texas gin, 57% gin. Listen to this: juniper, as you do, ginger, clove, cinnamon, and cayenne pepper. And it actually has like a little spice in the back. It's a sweet gin. It's sweet, very it's almost bourbon-y in a way, but you get this weird kind of spice in the back of your throat from it. It's really good. I just drink it straight because I don't think you can mix it with anything. It'd be a little too weird.
Yeah, I don't know if I would.
But
if
you're not
it's
a gin
spicy.
guy, so it's just like,
Yeah, I am.
Did you want to try?
I will when I'm done with this.
Okay, this will destroy your palate.
That's what I'm saying.
It'll just
I'll try it
fucking-
later.
It is the atomic bomb of palate destroyers.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So anyway, would you just pour?
So this is my dad's Imperial Coffee Stout. I believe it's 9%.
Wow, doesn't drink like 9, but that's what I like about the beers.
Let me smell.
What do you think?
Wow.
It's good. It's got like a sweet coffee tone to it.
Yeah.
A lot of chocolate in it.
I don't know.
No, you don't know.
I have no idea.
What kind of coffee
God
did he
damn,
use?
that smells
Do you know
great.
He might have used crafted cup coffee.
Almost smells like coffee ice cream.
Smells like cold brew coffee, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know that in the past he's tinctured his coffee with like vodka or something like
good.
that.
Yeah.
So he probably did that. But he said he hangs out at New Paltz Brewing Company, which is not in New Paltz, so I don't understand.
My buddy
that.
owns that.
Yeah.
Well, Warsing.
Yeah, he said he brought it down for them to try, and they gave it to some customer, and the guy's like, "Oh, you guys should make more of this." He's like, "We didn't make that. That guy over there made that."
Yeah, it's we brewed a beer with him over at New Paltz.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah,
I don't think I tried it.
It was a lemon beer, so he wanted to do a lemon beer, so I caved.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it. Yeah,
It was fun to brew. I like the guy a lot. So it was a fun beer to brew.
Well, we're about 40 minutes in. You want to take a quick break, regroup,
Sure.
come back?
Yeah.
See, we talk
I
a
could
little
pee.
bit more about your Dan's beer.
So we have a suggestion
Oh,
for
shit.
the title of the Waffle Stout.
Oh, nice.
And this might be good for the casked one, because we were
Okay.
talking about the Angel's Cut and the Devil's Cut. So Heaven's Devil's Chocolate Waffle Stout.
Heavens, Devin.
And that comes from the Voxy Mama.
That's Nicole from
Yes,
Plaid Nation.
I figured, because I don't know if any of the guys in the band would have that as their handle.
That would be a good one for the barrel
Yeah.
version. The
Yeah,
barrel
yeah.
version. Yeah, that
She's
was definitely.
she also says she loves gin. It's a local goat distillery. So,
I
and
don't know if you can get it here.
it's from Tejas, so you might not be able to get it.
So she also says hi, Aaron.
Hello, how are you?
I'm sure she's fine.
And she also gave us a title suggestion, which we will read at the end.
Oh, good.
Nice.
So, we're going to take a quick break. Enjoy some Shadow Witch, among other bands. Don't forget, February 9th is a busy day should be a busy day for you. We got, we're going to be at the Dark Side, what is it, the Valentine's Day, Vintage Valentine's Day?
Flea Market? I
Yeah,
think they're
Vintage
calling
Flea
it.
Market on Vintage Valentine's Flea Market. Yes, on February 9th. That starts at noon. Come by, check us out, check out all the other cool vendors that they're going to have. I believe Knitting is Metal is going to be in the house.
I'm sure Ryan will be there too.
Yeah, he probably will be.
He was there last year.
Oh yeah, that's right. Brother of the brother of one of the cousins from Cousins Aleworks.
My brother.
Yeah. Is going to be there too.
So he's also cousin of one of the cousins.
He's a cousin of the cousin.
Brother of the cousins. Cousins Aleworks.
Co-cousin.
Co-cousin-in-law.
There you go.
CousinsAleworks.com, at Cousins Aleworks on Facebook and Instagram, 1582 Route 9, Wappingers Falls. Also, they just did a collaboration. It's not available yet, but it will be. It's going to be a Imperial Chocolate Waffle Stout, name TBD. Sweetbakescafe.com, at Jenny Sweetbakes on Facebook, and at Sweetbakes Cafe on Instagram. And they're at 2689 West Main Street, Wappingers Falls. Wonderful. Plugs, boom. Break, boom.
Cool.
We'll be right back.
Cool.
Still we reap just what we sow. And you know if Cain was able to knock his brother down low, the world would do the same, but we know where else to go. Hellbound, sliding down, chariot swing low. Hellbound, slithering down, as we watch our world grow. You're gonna reap just what you sow. You're gonna reap just what we sow. We're gonna reap just what we sow.
This is Logan Callahan. You can check out my music at logancallahan.bandcamp.com. You are listening to Dead Radio Podcast, the #1 podcast in Poughkeepsie, because fuck Darkside.
I think I played that one last week.
Probably. You should just play it every single episode.
Until the 9th?
Well, that's only one more.
Or just episode?
Yeah.
Just period? You gotta put a period
Yeah, just
in
play
there?
it every single time.
Little taste of Creative for us there. Last we had
Old Logs Callahan.
Yeah, we had Old Logs Callahan on the joiner, and before that, Of a Broken Jester by Pitch Black Sunrise, and Voxy Mama from Plaid Nation Revival. All three of them are going to be at Creator Fest this year.
Mm-hmm.
It is official. We have an official lineup. Ooh,
Nice.
how about I announce that now?
There you go. It's a good
How
time
about
for
it?
it.
So my dad's checking in as well. So
right now,
repeat all the nice things you said about his beer.
Oh, it's very good. It's I can't remember offhand now. I can't remember anything.
It definitely doesn't
delicious, and
taste like bug spray.
No, it's very.
You
good.
didn't try it.
It smells.
Oh, you want to know what does taste like bug spray? Is that half a keg of Black Duck Porter that is still at the Crafted Cup.
At 44 Raymond Avenue in
Yeah.
Poughkeepsie. If the craft beer guild is listening, come pick up your.
You want to
stuff
know
for
it's a
me,
really
please.
good idea as a business owner to ask the only person in the whole shop that can't drink beer what beer to order.
Hey, everything since then has been spot on.
Yeah. But you should have lost your privileges. That's all I'm saying.
That's what. Yeah. So the Mark Pertain, what is this? A porter or a stout?
It's like a coffee stout.
Yeah, the
That's
Mark
nice.
Pertain coffee stout is smell to me.
Yeah.
It smells amazing.
Yeah,
I
great.
really wish I could drink it.
Well, if he's listening, what's the sweetness? Is there chocolate in this?
Yeah, I'm sure he can let me know
Yeah.
either via comments or text message.
Yeah, absolutely. 'Cause it's got a nice sweetness to it, but it does. It's not dry. It doesn't
Yeah.
finish real dry, which
It's
is cool.
delicious.
So am I announcing this lineup? What do
Yeah.
you think? So these are these are the people that have that we've reached out to and reached out to us. So right now, this is in no particular order. The lineup for Creator Fest is Plaid Nation Revival, who has been on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Logan emailed me and was like, "Yeah, man, I'll play, and then For No One will play, and then my band will play, and then I'll play with another band." No, you get one. So For No One will be playing because, yeah, why not? Our good buddy Pete and Pete and Jeremy from NCM, Sierra Frigale also will be there. Pitch Black Sunrise, The Warp, The Weft, The Wimple, Dennis Fab, who will be on the show in a couple weeks.
We haven't completely said it, so it's probably going to be March 11th or the 18th.
All right, and our good friend Brian Ruby is back from the dead, and he will be playing too. He took a semester off of
Coddling at Vassar College.
Yeah, the coddling of Vassar College, and poured all the entire semester into music.
I believe he recorded some stuff
He
too.
recorded new stuff. He worked on new things, so he's back. He just kind of showed up at the coffee house and with his big goofy grin and his dumb long hair and his handsome face. I was just like, "Hey man, I'm back." I was like, "Sweet, awesome. You coming by Thursday?" So yeah, that's all set up. So Creator Fest moving along
It's
nicely.
a go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a go.
Nice.
We're starting to feel the
So-
squeeze, of course.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I don't want to.
I don't want to alarm anybody.
No, I don't want to announce who it is, but we do already have a beer sponsor. I'm not talking about you. We still have to hash out those details. But
No.
I did hear back from another local beer company, so you have some competition. So I want
Competition's good.
I want to turn into a pissing match so that you guys donate a
A
lot
literal
of beer.
pissing match. I want to
Just a
I
little-
want each of you to piss on each other's faces while standing in a wading pool, and then we're gonna measure the amount of piss.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna
At
save
the
it up.
end,
I'm
and
gonna save it
whoever-
up like in Horrible Bosses. I'm gonna save it up for
Yeah.
a whole day.
And whoever unleashed the most piss
Oh,
is the winner. Even though you're
So the moral of that story is we already have one beer sponsor. We're hoping for 3. Not to put you on the spot.
No spot at all. I forget what the date was already. So
it's May 5th.
May 5th. I don't see any reason why we couldn't donate.
That'd be awesome.
And because you said, we don't necessarily have to be there.
Yeah,
So
even if you have other commitments, we'll plug the hell out of you guys. We'll give out stickers or those cheapo ones that you were talking about. Over
That's fine. They work. We'll give them away.
Yeah. So
Mary Beth, or I'm sorry,
So
Mark.
let's make it happen.
Adam's Papa Mark via Mary Beth is checking in. Chocolate malt and whole hazelnut bean coffee.
Oh yeah, he was telling me about that. They actually, it's a
the
coffee that he got that they actually grind hazelnuts in with the grinds.
That's
What?
that sweetness
So,
that I'm getting.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know.
Oh,
Sounds
Maybe
good.
he'll tell us.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
That's that sweetness I'm getting. In
I
them,
do
'cause
like.
chocolate malt
Did you want
doesn't-
some more?
Well, yeah, my glass is empty. The chocolate malt doesn't really give you much chocolate flavor at all. It's just a lighter roast.
So it's all
But
coming
That's
from
what
that
that
the hazelnut.
strong. That's what
Yeah.
that strong coffee. The hazelnuts lending to the coffee. It smells so good.
Yeah, it's good.
Well,
Wow, so
well,
he
we
used
we
like
did finish the liter.
He
So
used like quality,
you.
good coffee. Yeah, because I was thinking like I saw hazelnut coffee and I got worried it was like Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut fucking
No.
coffee.
the funny thing is, I've heard nothing but good things about that fucking that Dunkin' Donuts Saranac, whatever.
Thank you.
Really?
The Dunkin' Donuts coffee porter. Yeah.
No.
So
two
I gotta
giant
get it.
conglomerates.
I've got to get it for the. Maybe I'll get it for next week.
When conglomerates conglomerate. That's what you
Said
get.
it. No, it's just the beans, not ground. Oh, okay. So it's like hazelnut flavored coffee.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't matter. It came out great. We were just wondering.
No, because I could taste that sweetness in there, so that's good. It's very tasty.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that
I like
Dunkin'
it. I like it a
Donuts
lot.
that Dunkin' Donuts porter for next week.
Yeah, why
To
not?
piss Tanner off.
Sure.
There you go. I tried the harpoon one. I think that's the one. You're
That's
thinking
the
of.
one I'm
Yeah,
talking about,
Harpoon
yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts.
How was it?
It's all right.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was funny because the Keegan, they did their IHOP beer, and that was good. It was just really sweet. The Dunkin' Donuts one, it didn't really do a whole lot for me, but you could taste the coffee in it.
The shitty, terrible coffee that Dunkin' Donuts serves.
This is better.
Yeah.
And not saying that it shouldn't be, but you know what I mean. Like I would rather drink this all day long.
Well, yeah.
So, I texted Chris, and we'll definitely put down for a sponsor.
Sweet.
Yay.
Awesome. So we've got 2 beer sponsors.
Yeah.
One is confirmed. The other one is still in the works. Just got to figure out some details. But
Cool.
we can definitely sponsor. We just need to figure out what.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so
we'll
that's
figure out
awesome.
what route we go with it, and maybe one of us will actually be there. And
Yeah, I would. I want to
that'd
get.
be cool too.
Ideally, I would like to have 3 beer sponsors, all local as possible. Sloop did last year,
Okay.
which was great, but it kind of sucked that we never really got to interact with him. It was through the distributor, but still, we very much appreciated it. So this year we want to do different sponsors. We'd like to do 3 beer sponsors, 3 different offerings,
Okay.
and then have a couple of backups just in case we run out. And then, I would love to have at least 5 tastings going on.
Cool.
Because that's a big draw.
And you said the tastings you guys are going to provide us.
So what we would probably do, what I would like to see is have, like, if you guys can make it, you guys would have a booth.
Yep.
You would be able to sell your merch, do a tasting. which would
Creator
be-
Fest. Sorry.
So the
Oh, so we could do
tasting
at our booth.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you couldn't serve full pints.
No, but you guys would be serving.
We would
full
be
pints
serving full
of whatever
pints.
we donated.
Yeah, of whatever you
okay.
don't.
All
So
right.
if you wanted to say, if you wanted to do, 2 sixels, let's say, I would recommend that you're tasting those 2 beers as
Yeah,
well, so you
so they
could
can
push
go buy it.
sales.
Yeah.
But then also, I think that it would be a good idea. So let's say you donate, this IPA that we just tried, something similar to that. I would say you should do tastes of that so that you can push people towards the charity, but then also do tastings of something that you're selling in cans.
Okay.
So the cans would be retail sale only. So basically people wouldn't be able to drink them within the event because obviously we're trying to make money for the charity, but we want to make money for you guys too.
Yeah.
So it'd be like you pick it up on your way out, or it would be like sealed
that'd
or
be cool.
something like that. We'll figure that out.
Done a bunch of events where
Yeah.
we get a bag and we just put a little tie around the handle and we
Yeah.
write their name on it and tell them at the end of the event, come pick it up.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
whenever you plan on leaving the event, come pick it up.
Yeah. So just something exactly like that would be all that we would want.
Yeah.
And, it'll be pretty well known that, if we see somebody opening that beer, we'll just be like, you're going to have to dump that and you're going to have to leave. So, and I hate to do that because
immediate
I would tell him, if you can finish that between here and leaving, go ahead.
Or just tell them, I'll take that from you, and you got to leave. And then when they turn around, you go in the building and just drink it.
Yeah, fuck it.
So, but we're kind of doing this, like Salt Point Meadery is going to be there, so they're going to kind of be doing the same thing.
Cool.
And, they were the only alcohol tasting there. And, I mean, obviously we were providing samples of the stuff we were selling, but it would be great to have the breweries there representing, and supporting the event and all that kind of stuff. And I think you'll make money.
I don't see why one of us can't be there, whether it's me or Chris.
Because whenever I go to those kinds of things, I spend way too much money on beer, and then I'm half drunk, and I spend way too much money on beer to bring home.
Yeah, or shirts and swag and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Last year, unfortunately, we spoke about it was just I forget what
it was. You had an event already.
Put it in my
and
calendar.
You were just like, we're worried we're not going to have enough beer for us.
That was shortly after we opened.
Yeah, it was only a few weeks.
Yeah, and it must have been it had to be Hoptemberfest then.
Yeah,
I remember saying, well, that's not a bad problem to have. If it's moving fast, if it's moving fast enough where you almost can't keep up, then that's a good thing.
Putting this in my phone right now.
Cool.
So Creator Fest shaping up. Come. Music.
Yeah, and if anybody
get ripped doing tastings and buying shit, and then buy something for Mom for Mother's Day.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the week before.
That's like I think the big selling point for us. We're trying to do it like it's like the first festival season.
Yeah,
really.
It'd be great for this Sweetbakes.
Yeah,
Get some
Sweetbakes
nice
would be
there.
great, but they're fucking blacklisted, so they can go to hell.
Yeah, never mind. Don't bring them in.
Well, we don't have any. We don't have any dessert vendors right now. I've reached out to a couple that were interested when I first talked to them, but I haven't heard back. So, we're probably going to cap it on two dessert vendors, and then 3 or 4 food vendors.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's kind of the idea.
I'll bring that information over to them when I see them tomorrow.
Yeah, let them know.
Yeah, and especially if they're going to have gluten-free options and vegan options, I would assume they have something.
Fuck yeah.
I'm sure they do.
I'm so curious as to whether or not they have their own. I mean, I would imagine that they got their own mix for the the gluten-free stuff.
They don't buy anything that's packaged and just serve it.
So it's kind of why would you? In
the end, if they're
I would imagine a waffle
and stuff like that. Waffle mix isn't hard. It's rice flour, tapioca flour, and then whatever else like baking soda, baking powder, whatever the hell you use to make pancakes or waffles.
Because you use like baking.
I'm not a waffleologist.
A waffleologist.
Yeah. So
that's a good name for the stout. Imperial waffleologist.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, I like it, especially because it's my fucking idea.
There you go.
So yeah.
2 Fs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have another beer.
Hey, you can keep that. Maybe we'll even title the show that. But yeah.
So waffleologist.
Yeah, Hudson Valley. You guys believe in ghosts?
No.
Why not? I found again back to the Hudson Valley Heroes thing. Just looking stuff up. There's a ghost in the New Paltz Library.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They say there's a lot of ghosts around.
Look at that thing moving. That's proof. That's it.
No, it's not really proof.
That's
that
absolutely
could just be
proof.
a piece of dust on the.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not though.
I mean, it is moving around, but
it's definitely a ghost, 100%. This is like proof.
It's a fruit fly.
This is this is like Ghostbusters.
No, it's not.
And now it's gone.
You making things on the internet like photoshopping shit has ruined me.
Yeah.
Like I can't watch a single fucking video
you wanna know,
or anything.
You want to know what that was right there? That was a small bug on the lens.
I know.
And it's incredibly out of focus because it's so close to the lens. There used to be these what the fuck is it called? It's something bars. Let me see if I can find it. But it's this conspiracy theory that there are these alien technology things that are
Mhm.
traveling so fast you can't see them. And all it is bugs flying out of focus.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very quickly past the lens. And because of the compression of digital video,
it just looks like I've seen it. I think Joe Rogan
Rods. I think it was called Rods.
Oh no! I had a friend the other night text me, and she was like, "Are you home?" I said, "Yes." She goes, "Go outside," because I live near where the Dutch Stadium is.
Mhm.
She says, "Go outside and look in the direction of the Dutch Stadium. There's a UFO out there." She's like, "I just drove under it. I saw the glass. I saw the figures. I saw everything." And so I'm like, "All right, send me a picture." So she sends me a Post-it note with a drawing. I'm like, come on! If you were driving under that, you would have snapped a picture of that. I'm like, I don't know. I believe there's something else out there, but I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
speaking of which, I was looking at this fucking. Oh my God, we
Jesus.
don't need the audio. We definitely don't need the audio. I was looking at something the other day, or today, and this was spotted in the Hudson Valley as well. Oh wait, no, this isn't it.
I should just leave my glasses.
God damn it!
This is UFO clearly caught on video. Well, anyway, the rod thing. So this is from Wikipedia, so it's all made up. Rods, also known as skyfish, air rods, or solar entities, are elongated visual artifacts appearing in photographic images and video recordings. Some paranormal proponents claim they are extraterrestrial life forms, extra-dimensional creatures, or very small UFOs. However, these artifacts appear naturally in video and outdoor photography as the result of an optical illusion due to motion blur, especially in interlaced video recordings, and are typically after-image trails of flying insects and their wing beats. So it's just stupid. It's just simply explained, but these people are like, nah, man.
I'm trying to find this orange orb thing that I noticed when I was back to the Hudson Valley. Oh no, it's upload date. Yeah, it's somebody had a picture of this orange light in the sky that's zipping around and everything like that. Now I can't find it, and I feel like an idiot.
Because they took it off. It was all the government.
Red orange orbs over Monroe.
That might be it. I don't know. There's a lot of UFO sightings in the Hudson Valley. We've talked about that with Tonio
associated with it.
Also, Nicole is, privately messaging us during the show about having drink more good on the show. They're from,
I've talked to him. He's not interested.
Not interested. You hear that, Nicole? Not interested.
Yeah, I asked him about. Well, I didn't ask him about the show, but I asked him about Creator Fest. And he said, "Nah, I don't really do these kinds of things. I just did it as a favor to whoever," or something like that. Yeah, he just wasn't interested. I think I talked to him when he did a tasting at Cousins.
Oh yeah,
yeah, the charity event. He was just like, I don't have the time. So we don't have the time for him.
Yeah, so fuck
I guess
you.
Not. Done with that one then.
So yeah, I don't know.
You don't know. You don't have anything
else?
else?
I'm done. I'm tapped out. There's nothing happening in the Hudson Valley. It's just like really kind of like...
You don't have your finger on the pulse of the community?
I don't. I mean, we could talk about my ski trip.
Well,
it was fun, and I hurt myself.
Yeah,
but of course I hurt myself.
Well,
Went up to
skiing's rough.
We went to Lake Placid, White Face Mountain, as the locals call Ice Face Mountain, because it gets so goddamn cold up there that all the slopes turn into a sheet of ice, which is what we experienced on the first day.
So that's not fun. That's not skiing.
Well,
that's like
skating. I actually went snowboarding because
Oh,
I've been skiing before and I hated it.
Right.
So I tried my hand at snowboarding, which was even more painful and more difficult than skiing. Everybody told me it would be, so I was expecting it.
Yeah.
But
with skiing, you could just go at your own pace.
Yeah, snowboarding, you have no choice.
Yeah,
you're
it's
1,000 miles an hour or you're falling.
Yeah.
That's
with
it.
skiing, you just like pizza the whole way down.
Yeah. Well,
excuse me, I'm pizza-ing. Get out of my way. You're doing 2 miles an hour.
I think the first day we got there was 5 degrees. The second day we were there was -5, and the third day we were there was -10.
So
and then
you
the
were
fourth
not
day,
happy.
while we were packing the car, which was Monday, was -17 degrees.
Screw that.
I've
that
never
shit.
felt cold like that in my entire life.
No, I need
Where
to
you went outside, you did
warm.
something for less than 5 minutes, and you had to go back inside.
That's
It was
cold enough to freeze the
-5 when we
boogers in
went
your
camping
nose.
that time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I had overalls on and like 5 layers of shit. But when you're just packing the car real quick, I got my Crocs on. That's not true. I was dressed up like I was going to go shovel. To just throw shit in the car and get the fuck out of there.
Screw that. Nope.
But the first day was...
Yeah, I picked that week to start walking to work. Try and get back into shape.
That first day was brutal. Because with snowboarding, you have to kind of go... You'd have to do like S patterns down the hill. Or you can go straight, which is great because you do like 50 miles an hour and then you try and turn, you fall, which is what I did.
You do that...
Yeah. No, the first one I did, I was like, okay, I start going. This is my first run. I start going. I go, all right, time. I'm going straight.
You're like,
I start, all right, now it's time to start turning. So I turn to my front side. So it's my front side.
You ride normal?
I ride goofy.
Goofy, so
my right side, my right foot forward. Yeah. So I turn to my front side. That goes not great, and then I try to correct myself on my back side, and I immediately slingshot backwards and hit my head on the fucking ice. I had a helmet on, which is why you get that kind of thing, because you're more likely to fucking knock yourself out doing 10 miles an hour than 40 in a car. Yep. So anyway, I hit the ground. Or the snow, the ice snow, the
ground ice snow,
the snice, and I sat there for a quick second. I'm like, all right, that didn't hurt. It could have really been violently painful, so let me try and take it a little bit easier. I kept trying to do the turn thing, and it just wouldn't work out. I just kept falling on my right side to the point where my neck was fucked up. It's still a little sore, but it's good. I was numb from my elbow to my shoulder.
Jesus.
And if you asked me the first day, would I ever do it again? I'd say no. But that night was that big fucking blizzard, and there was 6 to 7 inches more snow on the ground the next day. So
you decided
snowboarding on the mountain was a piece of fucking cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was nice soft powder, and when you fell, it wasn't a big deal, and you were like. Because it was soft, it was easier to correct yourself on the board. I still jacked myself up though, and it was, like I said, -10, -5 degrees when we were going down. Brooke did very well because she went with skis, and I remember flying past her at a breakneck speed, hearing her screaming, "Pizza! Pizza!" because she was going too fast too. So it basically was like I'd go down, I'd go straight, I'd try to turn, I'd wipe out, and then Jess would tell me you need to start turning immediately instead of gaining a fuckload of speed and then trying to turn. Essentially what I was doing, like when you first learn how to drive a car, you step on the gas and you go It was like instead of like stepping on the gas lightly and then applying light pressure to the brake, I was putting my entire foot as hard as I could on the gas and then putting my other foot as hard as I could on the brakes.
So there was no in between. It was just
It was just go, stop, fall, eat snow.
Did you ever figure it out?
No.
I
just kind of went with I was able to keep myself straight. I could go from A to B, but I can't do the S thing. The S thing is where I was having trouble.
Unless you're in the X Games, it's integral to...
Yeah, yes. Unless you're doing the downhill run.
Yeah.
So you weren't going for the half
where you want to hit that fucking... You want to hit that ramp at 57 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was scary, but I did end up at the bottom at one time. I was like halfway down the hill. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna go as fast as I can, and at the bottom, I'm gonna heel stop. I'm gonna do it.
How'd that work?
So I come flying through. Jess is waiting for me at the bottom. I kick the heel out. Stop. But
I don't believe you.
I swear to God, no.
Actually
I swear.
happened.
I come to a stop. She's standing like 10 yards away from me. She's like, "All right, way to go!" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Slowly fell over.
Slowly falling backwards and bang on the back. I'm like, "Well, I stopped," and I looked cool doing it until the falling.
Okay, so you know how motorcycles don't have seatbelts?
Yes.
That's why I don't want to be nailed to a fucking plank flying down a mountain.
Yeah.
It's like, could you imagine if it was just like, so we're gonna get on this snowmobile and we're gonna go ahead and harness you in. What?
Yeah. No. Well, here's the thing. You want to? So I was going down. This was the day where I had fun. And I was starting to get tired. Like you fall so many fucking times. You can only do so many push-ups in the snow.
Yeah, your body
Because
gets tired of it.
when you fall, and if you're on your back on a snowboard, it's really difficult to get up because you have to kind of sit up and then you have to kind of like do a sit up and do a squat at the same time. So it's really fucking difficult. So the best thing to do is if you lay on your back, you bring your legs up and you spin yourself like a breakdance kind of move.
Yeah.
So you're on your belly, and then you do a push up, and you do a push up and you hop and slide the board under you and get the board under you. So after doing fucking push-ups in the snow all goddamn day, you start to get tired.
Yeah.
So the last one, I was like, ugh, ugh, and I get up, I start going down, and I'm like, I'm cruising, and then I kind of like, I got squirrely because I was just tired, and I fell, and I did like a spin fall, and I just javelin my fucking knee into the ground. Jess, my co-sister-in-law, was off to my right, and when I came to a stop after the fall, she was just like, so what did you just break? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. My knee hit the ground, but I'm okay. She's like, you sure you're not, nothing broke? Because it sounded like something broke. I get down on that run. I'm exhausted. I unhook my back foot because you're supposed to unhook your back foot, just like skateboarding. So I'm pushing along.
Oh, okay. So you can kick.
So you can kick along, and I'm done. But it's weird because you're locked.
Yeah,
sideways.
you're locked. Yeah.
So
you got to pivot that knee kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of hard. You have to.
I wouldn't be able to do
you
that.
have to push strange.
I'd have to undo my front one.
Yeah. So I start going down, and I'm like, all right, there's a little hill right before the lodge. I'm like, all right, I don't need to hook back in for this. I'll just like lock my foot against I just push my foot against the back binding, and it'll be fine. I've done this. That's kind of what you have to do when you get off the lift. So I do that. I start going down the hill. I get squirrely. I can't stop. I fall, and that board whips around because it's only on one foot and cracks my other knee.
Oh, Jesus.
I had a fucking bruise from the top of my knee to the bottom, and then wrapping around to the backside.
Jesus.
A line, like from the edge of the board.
Yeah, the edge of the board dug in.
It's fucking brutal.
So when are you going snowboarding next?
Honestly, I did have a lot of fun, and now I'm like, now I just wanna try and get it right. But man, was I fucked up. Fucked up. I woke up Monday morning miserable because I was in so much pain. Just muscle, I was sore. My shoulder hurt. My elbow hurt. My neck hurt. I couldn't sleep because if I slept on this shoulder, it would go numb, and then I'd have to wake up and move. Like my elbow is still like a little fucking weird just from
all the
like,
push-ups.
Yeah,
there's a numbness like way deep in there.
There's many things that I don't want to do, and snowboarding is one of them because it just combines a lot of things that I'm not into. And I don't really like the cold that much, but like cold weather camping.
You know me, man.
Yeah.
I hate the cold.
Oh, yeah.
That's like
I'm
my
not cold,
fucking
yeah.
mortal
But like
enemy.
I can't do the chairlift. I've been on a chairlift once, and it was because I was forced to. I show up at a wedding at Hunter Mountain only to find out that I have to take a chairlift to the fucking top. I was under contract. I had to do it.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, is there any other option? And they're like, well, there's a shuttle, but it takes like an hour and a half.
Yep.
I was like, well, that's not going to work. And then by the time we got to
They could have taken you up with a snowmobile.
In the summer?
Oh, in the summer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Four-wheeler?
never mind, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you said summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think anybody's going to get married at the top of Hunter Mountain in the middle of winter?
People are fucking nuts, man.
I mean, if anybody did, I wouldn't take that fucking gig. But yeah, I was working for somebody else, and I was pissed. I was like, you should have told me about that, because I have a real problem with heights. I have vertigo. Like if I stand on top of a mountain and look off into the distance, I get dizzy and fall down.
Oh, so the chairlift, that's no good.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Because they're usually made out of wood.
I had to stare.
That's all it is.
Yeah, I had to stare at the ground, which the ground's 80, 90 feet below you at some point. So that was not good.
Jesus.
So yeah, it was really bad. I almost wasn't able to get back on to go down.
Down scary.
Yeah.
Down scarier than going up.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem.
Yeah,
with
because
that,
you come
but I
over
just-
this crest and you see thousands and thousands of feet below you. It's bad. It's very scary. I feel like it
whole
would be
chairlift didn't
easier.
bother me.
I feel like it'd be easier with the
whole
snow.
chairlift?
Well, the whole chairlift thing didn't bother me. It was when the last time I went skiing, I went with some friends and I stopped in the wrong spot on the on the mountain going down, and I got clipped from behind, and my one ski went sliding all the way down the mountain, and my pole was bent, and these were rented skis, so one ski was gone, my pole was bent. The guy gets up, he's all pissed off at me, and rightfully so. I stopped where I shouldn't have stopped, but and he just kept going, so I had to walk down the mountain to get my ski because it was all the way down.
Oh my God.
It was not fun. That was the last time I ever went.
Yeah.
I've never been back.
You see, I will hike to the top of a fucking mountain, -10 degrees, and I'll be like, this was awesome. I accomplished something. Like sitting at the top of a mountain eating fucking ramen noodles at fucking, -10 degrees.
Yeah.
I would be happy. But everything that you described is something that I don't want to experience.
It's difficult.
Yeah, whereas a lot of skiers would be like, fuck that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I went with Brooke's siblings. It was actually kind of cool because it was their first family vacation together.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, all right, maybe we do this every year. We come up here, or we go to Vermont, or whatever the hell. We do a ski weekend because because Rusty, her brother, is a fucking phenomenal snowboarder. He's just, he does that fucking thing you do on a skateboard, that lean back thing, like he's bored.
Yeah.
Just kind of skid to a stop. All right, who wants a drink? Boop, boop, boop. Like, he just doesn't give a f-
You do know that the leaning back thing is a functional part of it, right?
Yeah, I know now. Well, it's just like it is, but it isn't at the same time. Like when you're learning, you need to like figure out your balance. You need to center your balance. The lean back thing, I think, is like when you're comfortable and you can like.
Yeah, it's all about lowering your center. I mean, I don't know how it applies in snowboarding. But
it's weird.
Yeah, but skateboarding, you always want to be lean back. I mean, especially when you're on my fucking skateboard with brakes. If you lean forward and you try and slow down, you die.
Yep.
Yeah.
But and then Jess has snowboarded for a while. Her wife Karina, she was like practically born on skis. She had the little guy with my nephew. So
I did have a question about that.
Go ahead.
He was on skis.
He was on skis. We had like
This
little
is-
baby skis.
Yeah, this is the same child that his mother said, "I'm not going to throw him a first birthday party because he's not going to fucking remember it."
Yep. She put
She put a baby in skis.
Yeah.
He
And
just
was
started walking
in
But he's
negative
on
5-degree
ski.
weather. The cold
Yeah.
didn't bother him. It was just
Yeah.
being bound up. Like
Yeah.
once he like
Can't
we
move.
put him in the suit, and he looked like just like the Michelin Man, and all he would do was just walk around and cry. And she put him in the skis. She had him going. He was okay, and then he was just miserable. But anyway, we finally got. We would take a break. We'd take him from her, and she'd go up. And she was like, she's like a Black Diamond kind of skier. She's just a
She
fucking
seems the type.
She's a fucking savage. She went up on a couple of the blue trails.
Okay.
And she got down, and she came off. I was like, "How was it?" She goes, "That was fucking scary." She's like, the blue trails on this. So it goes green, blue, Black Diamond, Double Diamond, which is like moguls or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
She's just like, blue trails here are Black Diamond where we're, in New York, like lower New York, and like Hunter and Thunder Ridge and all that stuff.
Wow.
She said this is like professional fucking shit. So what we were doing was like a slight step up of what we were supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Which is, I'm like, oh, okay. So all that speed
That's why I
that I
fell.
was gaining down the hill, that's why.
Yeah.
Were you on like the beginner part?
I was
or?
on the fucking dipshit asshole bunny fucking trail, breaking my ass. Big ass bruise right fucking here. And then the second day we went on like the next step up, which still was like, if I went down that the first day, I would be in the hospital. There's a big ass hill. And it was with the the chair rails, the chair lift, which it's just planks, and it's just hanging. I don't know, counterbalanced on that steel cable.
Just
I don't
has
know
that
how.
one arm that reaches
the
up.
one
Yeah.
arm that
Yeah.
goes on the cable. You're like,
Yep.
there's no way I'm gonna survive this. This is not a fucking way. And then they had the ones for the like Black Diamond and the blue trails. It was a gondola.
Yes. Yes. He's getting
big ass
little
thing
doors.
where like 10,
Because you're in
15
it
people
for
can
you're
go
in it for like a while too.
Yeah.
That's why they're closed.
Karina was just like, we were going, and we were going, and then we were still going, and then we came over this crest, and I'm like, oh, finally, we're there. Nope, kept going up the fucking mountain.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's some frightening shit.
Yeah,
they had to close the top of the mountain because it was -50.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Now, the one thing I do have to
That's
say
just
is like,
silent.
Can you imagine being a skier in the Alps 100 years ago?
No, but they did that
Yeah.
shit.
Those people had to be so fucking badass
Yeah.
to hike to 4,000-foot elevations
And then ski down.
And then ski down.
And do it
It
again.
would take them 12 hours to get to the top. They would ski down. They'd be down in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And that was the day. That was the whole day.
Yep.
And you're done now. On fucking wooden skis with no rescue, no hope of rescue if anything happens. You just they had a dog with a fucking keg of beer around its neck just to keep you alive for 6 hours, so hopefully somebody could get to you.
And can you imagine the first mountain that got chair lifts? Like,
Yeah.
the invention of the chairlift.
They were like, this is the wussification of our sport. And
Yeah.
then fast forward 100 years later. Yeah.
But back then it was
Little
just like-
toddlers on skis now.
back then it was like ropes.
Yeah.
Ropes
Back
and
then
wooden
you needed
chairs.
to be
People needed to be. You think it was mechanical? It was probably mechanical.
It was mechanical. Yeah, I would imagine they wouldn't have bothered with it until electricity or maybe even a steam engine.
Some
I don't
frightening
know.
shit, man.
No,
But the scariest part of the chairlift is the
You know,
silence.
actually, you know what? I think
there's no noise.
You're just like
I think the first ones were like a rope that was going up to the top, and you'd hold on to it.
They would just pull you
Oh,
up
yeah.
like a big
Yeah,
pulley.
yeah.
That's what it was.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what
so
it
it's probably like a
Just a
steam
pulley
engine on the
system.
bottom,
Yeah.
spinning a pulley. So it's kind of like an escalator.
going tuck tuck tuck
Just
tuck,
yeah,
pull you
tuck,
around.
tuck,
and
tuck,
just
tuck,
had some
tuck, tuck,
fucking
tuck, tuck.
knots on it, and you
When
just
do
stood on
Hunter,
your
they got
skis.
where the ski lift goes up on Hunter, at least it used to be. I haven't skied Hunter in I don't even know how long. But there's trees there. You'd see all sorts of bras and fucking underwear and shit like that
Yeah.
thrown in there. And
We counted 7 iPhones, like 7
iPhones?
cell phones. Yeah, because nothing. It's all like it was just rocks.
Yeah.
That what I was saying before is, I bet you I would do better if there was snow on the ground, because you can't judge the distance
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
easily.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's like, I know how big that tree is. We are 80 feet up right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But you could see like cell phones
oh shit,
just on the ground. Yeah, because they'll drop them in the middle of winter, and it's not going
Ah,
anywhere for like the next
no.
10 years.
until the thaw.
Yeah.
And then
But apparently, one of the guys that worked there was saying that there are people that work there that will hike through just under the chairlifts to find shit.
oh yeah,
Yeah, he was like, you find GoPros all the time,
wow.
and they're fine. They survive the fall.
Yeah, GoPros.
So
Fuck yeah, shout out.
Hmm.
Give us GoPros. GoPros,
Yeah.
give us GoPros.
yeah, no, they already remember we played the fucking GoPro Karma commercial, and they fucking monetized the video.
Oh, they sure
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, they don't want to sponsor us.
Yeah, skiing, it was fun. The lodge with the awesome bar was even better.
Mhm.
That's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, but that's the crazy thing about, because this was my first time going since I was like probably like a mid-teenager, so maybe 20 years ago. I
Okay.
went skiing, and I hated it. And I didn't have fun because I wasn't over 21. This is nuts.
Well, now you can
Like
drink.
people walk in, they look like shit. You're not wearing your best. You're like got a fucking ton of layers on. You got goggles on your face. Everybody's got helmet hair. The couple of the girls try, but you're like, you're not going skiing looking like that. There's no fucking way. You're wearing leggings. You're not
No.
going out there to go skiing. You're just here to drink and look the way you do. But like 90%, 98% of the people in there look like shit, and they're just skiing. So no one's trying to impress anybody. So you're just all just drinking, enjoying yourselves, and then going out and going skiing.
Yeah.
It's like it was like a weird kind of
There's no fashion show.
yeah, there's no
Yeah.
posturing
Heard
or
of-
anything. Everybody was just fucking looking to get drunk and ski. And it was like just very well known that afternoon, everybody's trashed skiing down the mountain 100 miles an hour. People walking by reeking of weed. It's just like, and that was it. That was
what they did.
what you do when you go skiing. You go, you ski for an hour or two in the beginning. You get fucking loaded, and then you go back out and try it. Then don't try that.
Yeah, no,
That's
I'm not
not. I
fucking
tried
doing
it the second day. It was very difficult.
Didn't work out.
So I heard a
No.
funny tip on Steve Ranella's podcast. If you want good outdoor gear, go to a Salvation Army in a ski town.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
rich motherfuckers, they buy everything from the ski shop,
Mhm.
and then they just drop it in the fucking clothing bin on the way out because they're like, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
All
good
these like
idea.
LA people that go skiing for one weekend their whole lives.
Yeah.
They buy all that shit and then they donate it.
Meanwhile, I'm like, next year I got to get better gear. I'm gonna.
Dude, go to the Salvation Army in whatever ski town that was.
I should have. Yeah.
Yeah.
In
He said his wife got a Patagonia jacket for $50. It's like a $600
Sure.
ski jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Patagonia, never even heard of it.
It's just like they're a high end outdoor company.
Rusty just gave me his
Yeah.
old North Face one set.
But dude,
and now
even
he's
North
like,
Face
and
shit is crazy
as
expensive.
as he's there, he's just like, yeah, I got to get a new set. This one's kind of like, whatever. I don't want to wear it anymore. And he just like glanced at me. I'm like, hey man, I fit. And he was just like, all right, so I might inherit his old shit again. So that might be nice.
But it's new stuff to you.
But
That's
in
good.
true rollerblader fashion, I found an alternative to skiing. Skiing the roller skates of snow sports, snowing, and snowboarding, skateboarding. I found ski blades, which are like they're
apparently they're the vaping of the ski world.
Nobody likes these
Yeah.
people that wear these things. They're like this,
but
big.
they're having so much fun.
Do they go
Yeah.
under? That's
It's
one
they're
of
like
the
way
they're only
easier.
like 2 feet long.
They make ones even shorter than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's just like it's just a real quick ski on your
Yeah.
fucking feet,
Mhm.
and I'm like, that's what I want because I don't like being strapped down. I don't like being strapped down to the board, but but I hate skis because my feet, like, I can't control them. It's very awkward
They're very long.
having the length on them.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think the length it's like a surfboard. You can go faster and still have control.
yes, but I don't want to go faster. I
Yeah.
want to enjoy my way down. Like speed to me on that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like I'm more of a longboarder. I'm more of a like casual longboard
Cruise.
surfboarder,
You wanna cruise.
longboard skateboarder. I just want to cruise, and like with like, snowmobiling, I want to go as fast as possible. But that's beside the point. So these ski blades, I'm like, man, these are fucking great, but no one rents them.
Yeah.
Because like you said, they're the vaping of skiing.
Yeah. Everyone hates them.
And but I want to try them out. Give them a shot. They look,
Yeah,
I can't
I
handle
saw-
they
that
look
one.
like fun.
Yeah.
Everybody, all the videos I've seen, everybody's
people having
fun.
a good
They're like
time. Yeah.
vaping and skiing.
They got
They're
man
not
buns
vaping.
too.
Yeah, they got man buns.
Frosted Tips 2019.
They got those plastic glasses with the slots in them. But I definitely would go again, just for the atmosphere of the whole thing. We rented a
Right.
place up there. It was wonderful.
Doing it with family too,
It was
though.
really
So that's
nice.
fun.
Yeah, it was a shitload of fun, and everybody was trying to be as patient as possible with us.
Cool.
And that's the moral of the story.
Yeah, good
All
story.
Thanks a lot. All right. Thought we wouldn't have anything to talk about, but here we are.
Yeah.
An hour and 40 minutes later.
Thanks. You held a lot of confidence in me.
Well, we're like, because
No,
we could have.
no, I'm just-
We've had you on the show so many times, and like
True,
the
it's
last
just-
time we had you wasn't that long ago, so it was just like,
True.
oh fuck, you
True,
know.
true.
And
Well, that's why I was gonna just be like, you know what? That's why I asked Adam about rescheduling. He's like, it's tough to reschedule. I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go.
No, it's
Whatever
fine.
happens, happens. And
We would have just done it. We would have figured it out. We always do.
yeah,
Sometimes
that's
to
cool. At least I got to come along,
to
bring some
little
beer and laugh.
success.
So,
so you
all right.
got the new IPA that's pouring.
Yep.
What's the name of it again?
Zombie Punch IPA. It's
Zombie
6%.
Punch IPA. Cans. The artwork on the cans are done by our good friend Ryan. Our good friend, your brother,
Yeah.
Ryan G. Brown.
He
You
did
check
it,
out his artwork.
We've got multiple cans. Well, this one's not canned yet. You can get it in cans, but it's the label artwork is not in yet.
Oh, okay.
But we have our Smoking Musket that's now out in stores. It's in Fishkill. It's in Oasis. It's going to be in Halftime hopefully soon. And then the Ugly Mug Coffee Stout as well, which has the owner of the Ugly Mug his face is predominantly on the can. So,
So I don't know if we have anything by you guys at the restaurant right now.
no, I just picked up a keg the other day, empty one.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we killed the brown best pretty quick.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll get something
it
else.
was
up
at like
there.
less than a week, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, and we have like 9 taps, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'll bring something up.
So
Get something set up there.
yeah, so coming soon to Tomato Cafe in Poughkeepsie, something else from
Yes.
Cousins Aleworks.
So cousinsaleworks.com, at Cousins Aleworks on Facebook and Instagram, 1582 Route 9, Wappingers Falls, 845-293-2739. February 9th, got stand-up comedy.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you the comedians?
Yes, please.
All right, well,
I would love to.
Let me bring it back up here now that I put my phone down. But
So on February 9th, mark your calendars. Mike your calendars. God damn it, I'm stupid. Dark Side Records has the vintage Valentine's flea market. We'll be there. A couple of our good friends will be there as well. Come by, say hi, buy some records, buy some crafts and some vintage shit. Tell JB how much he sucks. And then
And again, $5 Dead Radio T-shirts.
yes, $5 Dead Radio shirts, very
it's good,
cheap.
It's good.
Show your and then head on over to Cousins Aleworks for comedy night.
Yeah. For what do we have here? We got Tony. I'm probably gonna murder their names, but Tony Liberati. He's from the Mohegan Sun Resort and Casino.
I'm an expert at nameology. How about
You want to read them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There you go. Probably because I said it horribly.
All right, so
Smell
God,
food.
where are we here? Yeah. Tony Liberati, and from Mohegan Sun Resort and Casino, and from Joker's Comedy Club and the Paramount Theater, Crazy Gene Trifolo. Also from HBO and the Improv and Comedy Central, Brad Lowry. Yeah, Lowry.
Yeah.
Any
Michael Lowry.
Mike Lowry. Oh,
That's,
yeah, Mike Lowry. That's
Bad
from
Boys.
Bad Boys. But
Yeah.
didn't we have a Lowry teacher in high school?
I didn't.
Steve? It was Steve.
I have
okay.
no idea.
I got
It's
nervous.
gonna be fun
I thought-
anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
whether it's Steve or Brad.
Actually, we kind of we took a right turn, but I was gonna talk a little bit about the comedy scene and how I like the fact that you guys are doing comedy there. I think
I love comedy.
I think you
It's-
should stick with that because
I'm not a big concert goer, but I love going to comedy shows.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
I think there needs to be more comedy outlets in this area,
I agree.
and all the better to have it in a brewery where the comedians
especially
can feed their
because
alcoholism.
Like big New York comics used to come up here to what the fuck was the name of that place? Bananas.
Yeah.
Nope.
And now they don't have that. And
No.
it was a good place to work out material where you're not in front of locals.
I've been nagging, not nagging, but I've been sending little private messages to Jim Brewer because he does the chants. He used to do
Yeah.
Bananas, saying, "Hey, come play our brewery." But it hasn't happened yet. But maybe one day. Maybe
That'd
one
be
day.
great. I never reached out to him for an interview because I didn't have time.
Oh, really?
Well, I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it that day.
It probably was. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I knew that even if I set it up, I wouldn't have been able to go.
Well, Jim,
So-
if you're listening,
Yeah.
you have a home here at the Dead Radio Podcast and at Cousins
We've
Aleworks.
been
come
big
on in,
fans
dude.
for decades.
Yeah, I even looked like you,
Yeah.
apparently.
Well, back then, not so much now.
So, and also check out sweetbakescafe.com. They collaborated with Cousins Aleworks to put out a Imperial Chocolate Waffle Stout something or other.
What'd you?
The Imperial Waffleologist.
We'll see. We'll put that up on the board.
Yeah.
We're gonna pick one.
So, at sweetbakescafe.com, at Jenny Sweetbakes on Facebook, at Sweetbakes Cafe on Instagram. Bummer that they couldn't get both of those. 2689 West Main Street in Wappingers Falls, 845-632-1900. And they have gluten-free goodies as well. Hopefully we can have them on in the future.
Yeah, make it work.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Also, titles. Adam's been collecting a compiling a list of possible show titles, and we're gonna figure out if we can do them here. What do you got?
So the first one is I don't really want it in my waffle.
Oh, kind of like I do like that one.
Yeah,
and that kind of gets a.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, that was the point. It was about fennel.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
fennel
yeah.
in my fucking waffles.
Yeah.
And then this one was pointed out to us by Nicole from Plaid Nation Revival. I'm not a scientist, but I have a microphone.
Okay.
And then we've got Hank's Holiday Lard.
We should save that one.
At least hashtag it.
Yeah.
And then Imperial Waffleologist.
I don't know. I would like to title the show what a possible name for the beer could be in the future.
I want to call it. I really don't want it in my waffle.
All right, so how about this? I don't want it. What do you think?
I personally, I mean, between the names, I don't really want it in my waffle.
You do?
Yeah. I
Okay.
do.
So
I
how
do.
about this? We do. I don't really want it in my waffle as a title. Hashtag Hank's Holiday Lard and hashtag Imperial Waffleologist.
I love Imperial Waffleologist, but for the title of the show, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
There it is. We've did it.
We did it.
Well, you
Awesome.
can say we've did it after the show ends, and you remember to have him do plugs.
Brooke is making something upstairs.
I
Smells
smell
delicious.
I'm so hungry now.
Yeah.
Because of it.
I don't know what that is going on.
I made tortillas from scratch, and then made Gouda cheddar quesadillas with them. I was gonna bring one for you, but then I ate them all.
Corn tortillas.
Yeah.
But I ate them all.
Good boy.
Yeah.
My wife's home right now
Real
making
tortillas.
empanadas.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's been on an empanada kick lately.
Yeah.
And the first batch.
Is she
was
from
good.
an empanada making country?
No. Actually, she is Catholic and Jewish.
Ah.
So she's
So this
not.
is- yeah,
A
this
coworker brought her.
I like to do fusion empanadas.
She's listening right now, so I'm probably I got to be careful how I word things.
So you're gonna get like gefilte fish empanadas.
No, I was thinking more like.
Trust me, I've tried.
More like Tex-Mex.
I can't.
Is
I
really
can't
good for
remember. She
empanadas,
put,
like you
these
do.
little fish on pieces of bread for me one time that she cooks for her dad when she goes down to see him.
Fuck
I
yeah.
don't know what the fuck it was. It was horrible. It was horrible. I couldn't do it.
Matzo ball empanadas. Carbs
But-
on carbs on carbs.
But the empanadas she does are killer. So
Cool.
yeah,
What does she use?
she's got like the ground up beef, and then she just has some spices and peppers and potatoes she puts into it, a little bit of cheese. Then she did a
Corned
shrimp-
beef?
No.
Sorry, I'm just now I'm just
She did
being
a shrimp
dick.
one too, though. But the shrimp was good, but no corned beef.
But you only ate it, right?
Which
the shrimp one?
No, I
You
didn't.
can
eat
only eat that.
No, the shrimp was all hers.
So she's not kosher.
No.
Oh.
No, she's not kosher.
She's a really bad Jew.
She yeah, no, absolutely she is. We went to a bar mitzvah for a family, and it was horrible. It was 4 hours of Hebrew, and I don't understand any of it. So her uncle
They
fell
don't
asleep.
either.
Her uncle fell asleep next
None
to
of
me.
them fucking know that the fuck that is.
Her uncle falls asleep. He looks at me. Is this shit over yet? Like nope.
All right. Well, that's a good
Well,
way to go out. Is this
yeah.
shit over yet?
There you go.
Goodbye,
All right.
everyone.
Join us next week.
Cheers.
Yes. The
Yeah.
bicentennial.
Yeah. Hopefully Tanner will bring 3 bottles of bourbon again.
Episode 200,
Big
where we treat it like it's a Moss Spectacular and get really drunk. And then at hour 3, the podcast becomes unlistenable.
Yes.
Even more unlistenable.
And Christian tells his Alaskan war stories.
I'm going to die.
It was, fuck.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, fuck, I'm going to die.
All right,
See-
goodbye, everyone.
See you next week.